Like it back, leg.
No one misses!
Right. Last round!
Oh, let's fucking go!
Ready? Hurry up! As you run off, clear! Okay. No one misses!
We out here. Come here, Chico. Got my baby boy. We got my baby boy, yeah. Back. Good Chico, man. Good Chico. Good boy. Alright, man. So, this video is going to be about what I actually did in the Army. I was a 13 Bravo, which is a cannon crew member, which is also known as artillery. Basically what it is I'll put a video in the description or a link in the description, but what it is it's a crew, a team. Of course, it's the head, which is like the quarterback, the head coach, and that is called the chief. Then you have your gunner, which is responsible for I believe, I don't remember too well, but it was either the gunner or the assistant gunner who's responsible for pulling the string. And then you have the gunner who, one of them is on each side of the cannon. One is traversing the cannons to go up and down. Then the other gunner or assistant gunner is raising and lowering the cannon up and down, and the other is moving the cannon sideways. And of course the chief is inspecting through the bore if we're going to be able to shoot from where we in place. And the cannon is about maybe 2,000 pounds. So yeah, it's very dangerous. The rounds themselves weighed 100 pounds, right? So we needed to be very careful that the bore shut correctly, so that way everyone survived the training session. The thing about the training sessions is that we were always in the field a lot of the times, maybe two to three times out of the month. And yeah, I think that we'll actually know that if the number 2 man, which is the other person that is responsible for putting the charges in after after the round is rammed in by the round runners, which is what I was, and then I became a number 2 man. So the round is run with the ramming staff and 2 round runners. A lot of the times they ram the round into the bore. The number 2 man has the powders. The chief verifies that the round is right, the fuse, and inspects the round. Quick inspection. He says verified. So the chief says verified. You throw the 100-pound round on the tray. We lower, I don't remember exactly who lowers the handle, who hits the handle, but they lower the tray so that way it can be rammed straight into the board. And then the chief, the person who brings the powder, also shows the chief. Chief says verified, which says verifies the charge, the 1 lima, 2 lima, 3 lima, or the hotel charges. And chief says verified. The number 2 man, it's very important, it's very crucial that he verifies that after he puts the charges in and the bore shut closed, it's crucial that he verifies that there's a marking on the board where it shuts flush, and that means when it shuts flush, there's markings that are white and those markings need to be perfect. Because if they're not perfect, then that means that the explosion, instead of it exploding inside the board and being sent off miles and miles away, that means that that explosion is going to be let out through the board, and it will kill everybody within a 50-meter radius, and hurt or damage anyone within, I believe, 70-80-meter radius. So it was a very dangerous job as 13 Bravo cannon crew member. But it is a combat MOS. You have to be physically fit. You don't need to be the smartest, but you do need to know. You do need to be somewhat smart to know your stuff. You just need to also apply yourself. But that's what I did. I was a 13 Bravo cannon crew member, aka artillery, post string go boom, M777 howitzers, Alpha 2, I believe. But yeah, that's what I did, and it was a lot of training. And yeah, man, it was dangerous. We did a lot of maintenance on those weapons. But when I was in, I was told that those M777 howitzers are outdated. So go inside, go inside, go inside, go inside. So yeah, man, I mean, that's what I did in the Army. It was 13 Bravo cannon crew member, and of course we had PT every day, Monday through Friday. And then we would have the work day. We would PMCS the vehicles, QA, QC, get all that stuff done, get ready to go to the field. Then every now and then we would go to the range, shoot the M4s, shoot the Mark 19s, shoot the 240 Bravos. And that's what we did. It was a lot of training, and that wasn't really my favorite, but I'm glad. I mean, I learned a lot, and I'm thankful that I went through that experience. But you know, I wish I would have also applied myself a little more, but I guess, you know, everything happens for a reason. So that's what I did. In the military, I was a 13 Bravo cannon crew member. So if anyone's interested in being that, leave a comment, like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I was actually lied to about what I was gonna do as a recruit. From the recruiter, the 13 Bravo, who told me I was gonna see things explode, which never saw anything explode. Sometimes, or a few times, there was explosions in the air because it was a bad round or bad fuse, and it detonated in the air, which is also extremely dangerous. But yeah, man, dangerous. I'm just thankful to God that I'm still here alive and healthy.